Yeah, hi there. These comments are for show. And let's take a look at your specific question. So you say, when I searched how to get 80 on the TOEFL, I found your homepage. Interesting. You say, in order to get into an athletic training program at graduate school, I need to get more than 80 on the TOEFL. However, the last score I got was 70. Although I registered, you want to see here, for the TOEFL test this Saturday, I don't think I can get the ideal score. Then I have a plan to take the test on March 21st again. Hopefully, I don't need to take it though. If I take the test on that day, I still have about 50 days to prepare. You say, can you give me advice on how to get an ideal score? So your most recent TOEFL is December 20, 2014. You had 15 points in the reading, you have 19 points in the listening, 17 points in the speaking, 19 points in the writing, for a total of 70. So you're stuck. Right now you're really between about 65 and 70. You say, by the way, currently I'm going to community college in the United States. I'm taking classes like Americans do. Do you think I can do coursework at the same time as class assignments? It's going to be tough, show. It's not going to be easy. So let me give you a suggestion of some things that you can do for the next 50 days. Now you may wait until you see what your score is after Saturday, or you might want to start working on my plan immediately. But you really have to work a lot in the reading and the listening parts of the TOEFL if you want to get a higher score, because your scores are lower, especially in the reading area, right? So here's a plan. I'm going to recommend approximately 3 hours a day of TOEFL study. Now you can probably kill two birds with one stone on some of this information. So let me give you an idea. You're already going to the community college, right? So you need to be reading about 45 minutes every day. As you read, you should be taking notes. So you could do a lot of your reading practice as it applies to your textbooks. And it'll help you master the information in those textbooks, and you'll be building your English skills at the same time. So as you do your 45 minutes to an hour reading practice each day, I want you to take down some notes on the main and the most important supporting points of that information. And then, using your notes, I want you to write three 250-word summaries each week. That's going to be very helpful on those reading passages. Now also, you can practice speaking about this information. So let me give you some tips on listening. So right now you're in your university classes anyway, so you have to practice your listening. So I recommend about 45 minutes of listening practice every day. And as you're listening, for example, to your professors, again, work on your notes, your note-taking. Focus on the main and the most important supporting points of the lectures you're listening to. Now, as you do the reading and the listening practice, like I said a minute ago, practice writing 250-word summaries each week. This is very important. Now, also, you should practice speaking about the reading passages in the lectures. And remember that the reading and the lectures can come from the class you're taking right now. So two things are going to happen. You're going to master the content in your classes. Secondly, you'll be practicing, in this case, some reading and listening, some note-taking, and then integrated writing and integrated speaking. And these things are good, right? Okay, so that's really my first plan for you, is to start doing that. You can do that already. You're already in community college. You're taking classes, so you can do this reading and listening practice. Now, when you do the speaking, you should record your voice as you talk about the reading passage or the lecture. Now, I don't need to listen to these or read these summaries or these oral recordings you're doing, but you should do them nonetheless. Now, pay attention to the recording as you listen to them again. Pay attention to your pronunciation, your language use, and also your topic development, which means how you're organizing and developing your responses. Now, in addition to that, My recommendation also is you got about 50 days. I'm going to recommend my 60-day TOEFL online study guide for you. It will give you some good practice with vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar. You'll also improve your listening, reading, writing, and speaking areas. So I think if you can do the first two suggestions, the reading and the listening, writing the summaries, and speaking about the information, you do that, that's going to be beneficial. And you can also spend 1 to 2 hours going through the lessons in my 60-day online TOEFL study guide. Alright, so those are my recommendations for you. Alright, any more questions, just send me an email, okay?